So good afternoon everyone. Today we will discuss about the another important topic of the reproductive health, that is nothing but what? Amniocentesis. So last class we have discussed about the what do you mean by the reproduction and also the family planning programs and all, right? So today we will discuss about what you mean by the amniocentesis, and it is very much important for the point of view of the exams. They may ask for 1 marks or the 2 marks. So you have seen in the picture with the baby in the womb, right? In your textbook you please may look into that, and also you have seen in the posters like that and all. So the baby with the womb, right? So there you can see that the developing fetus which will surround by the amniotic field. So the baby, the developing embryo which will be surrounded by the amniotic fluid. So amniotic fluid. See, this is the picture and this is the, you can see here, this is the amniotic fluid. So it is the developing embryo of a fetus. So you can see that, right, in your textbook or else in your pictures or in your posters and all. So it is a developing fetus which is surrounded by what? Amniotic fluid. So there is a reason, right? So before that we have to understand what is the amniocentesis. So what do you mean by amniocentesis? Actually this amniocentesis is nothing but it is a fetal sex determination test. It is the fetal sex determination test. Fetal sex determination test depending upon the chromosomal pattern. So depending upon the chromosomal pattern we can find out the fetal sex of the fetus. It may be the male or it may be the female. So what do you mean by amniocentesis? It is nothing but what? It is a fetal sex determination test depending upon the chromosomal pattern in the amniotic field. In the amniotic fluid. So in the amniotic fluid which is surrounded, where we can see this amniotic fluid which is surrounded the amniotic fluid which surrounding the what? Surrounding the developing embryo. So developing embryo. So you got to what is the amniocentesis? It is nothing but what? It is a fetal sex determination test which is based on the chromosomal pattern. So what that is, if it is XX it is a female, if it is XY it is a male. Depending upon this chromosomal pattern we can deduct the sex of a baby or a fetus. So actually this amniocentesis, it was banned now. It is completely banned. Why it is banned? Actually because the amniocentesis, which is, as we know that what is amniocentesis, is nothing but what? The sex determination test or the prenatal diagnosis test for the sex determination. So as you all know that sex selection which will violate what? Which will violate the fundamental right to equality. That means we are not supposed to identify the sex of the developing fetus. Because of this there is an increase in the female foeticide. So there will be destruction of the female fetus, or we can call it as a female foeticide. So in order to check the increase in the female foeticide, so this is very much important. Amniocentesis is completely banned. So because of the, as we know that we don't have any right to destruct any fetus. We don't have any right, and it may violate the fundamental right to equality. So we have to be educated ourselves, and we as we are women, we are equally competent to the males. So we have to encourage the both male and the female babies. So we have to encourage both male and the female. So but this amniocentesis is also help. So not only in the for the detection of the sex, but it also help in the help us to the detection of the genetic disorder. It will help to detect what? Genetic disorder. So it also help in the to detect what? To detect the genetic disorders. So in some cases, it may help in the to detect in the genetic disorders, but not at all on the all the cases. It means, but not at all in all the time. So to identify the sex of the fetus, as I told, that identify the sex of the fetus, it is banned. But sometimes to detect the genetic disorder or the genetic abnormality, it was used. So to detect the whatever the hereditary disorders, it may helpful, and it will be used. So it is a what? Amniocentesis means what? It is a cytological technique for the prenatal diagnosis for the hereditary diseases, for the to know what is the genetic disorder the baby is facing. So we can use to amniocentesis not about only the sex determination, but it also help in the to identify the genetic disorders. So the first time it was used in All India Institute of Medical Science. That means amniocentesis test, which is done in the All India Institute of Medical Science, and it can be detect around 1300. That means 1300 genetic disorder. So All India Institute of Medical Science has been detected about 1300 of genetic disorder. So it can detect around 1300 genetic abnormalities. Understood? Now, what do you mean by amniocentesis? It is nothing but what? It is a fetal sex determination test, depending upon what? Depending upon the chromosomal pattern in the amniotic fluid, which is surrounding the developing embryo. So as I said, it is also a cytological pattern of the prenatal diagnosis to know what? To know the genetic disorder. Understood? It is banned. Amniocentesis is now banned because we are not supposed to violate any fundamental rights of equalities. That means we don't have any right to kill any fetus by detecting it is a male or the female. They have a both, that means the male and the female having a equal right. So there is a statutory ban on the amniocentesis, and loyally, that means legally, check increase the menace of the female foeticide. So if the doctor has been come across with this test, he also has been put into a jail. Understood? So this amniocentesis, it is banned. So it is a very much important for the point of the exam. So now understand what do you mean by this amniocentesis. It is nothing but what? Fetal sex determination test depending upon the chromosomal pattern in the amniotic fluid, which is surrounded the developing embryo. So not only it will helps in the sex determination, but also it helps in the to detect the genetic disorders. Moving on to the next, that is the population stabilization and the birth control. So next we are going to talk about what? Population stabilization and also the birth control. So all of you know that, so what is population? What do you mean by population? So population is nothing but what? It is the number of organism of the same species which is present in a particular area at a given period. That means over a period. That means what? What do you mean by population? It is a number of organisms of a same species where we can say in a particular area. Particular area in a, or a, we can say over a period of time. That is nothing but what? Population. So population is means what? It is a number of organism of the same species in a particular area over a period of a time or a given time. So as we all know that, so there will be a rapid increase in the population. So there will be, as we know that from before so many years, there will be a less population when compared to now. So there will be a rapid increase in this population. So what we call that rapid increase in population. So that drastic increase in population, what term we called? So it is nothing but what? It is nothing but population explosion. It is nothing but what? Population explosion. That is nothing but rapid increase in population. That is nothing but what? Rapid increase in the population. So the study of human population is called as demography. So the study of human population we call as what? Demography. So what do you mean by population explosion? It is nothing but a rapid increase in the population. So as we all know that population explosion leads to what? So what will happen if it is the population, it is being increased? So when we know that, so when the population explosion leads to an what? It leads to an absolute scarcity of the basic requirements. That means the basic needs. That means, so what are the basic needs? Food, clothing and the shelter. Sir, that is nothing but what? Basic needs. So it will have a drastic impact on the requirements of the basic things. That is food, cloth and the shelter. So more the population, the more the scarcity for the basic need. So as we know that because of this population explosion, so our natural resources has been depleted, right? So when we construct more buildings, we are violating our natural resources. That means we are destructing our natural resources and we are increasing the pollution as well as the population. So it is a bound duty to check the increase of the population. So as I said, the population explosion is nothing but what? It is a rapid increase in the population. That is nothing but what? Population explosion. So the population of India, it was about 350 million. It was 350 million at the time of what? Independence. At the time of independence. So, and it is of about 6 billion in the year of it is of 6 billion in the year of May 2000. So you can see that the rapid increase in this population. In 1947 it was 350 million. Now in May 2000 time it was a 6 billion. It was a 6 billion in the year of 2000. So just imagine what is a drastic change you can see in this population explosion when we can face in India. So as we all know that India is the second largest populated country which is next to China. So as we know that when the population has been increased, India, our country has been facing so many good number of problems, right? That means good number of challenges such as basic requirement. For example, like education, unemployment, poverty, marriages, early marriages, and also the prenatal care and also the maternal care of the pregnant woman. So there are so many challenges has been faced by India. So that is because of this population explosion. Such basic requirements like food, cloth, shelter, etc., etc. So the India has been faced so many challenges. Now, what is this population growth? So what do you mean by population growth rate? So what do you mean by population growth rate? So they may ask for 1 marks, what do you mean by population explosion, or they may ask for 1 marks, what do you mean by population growth rate. So first let us understand what is population growth. So the population growth is nothing but what? It is a number of organisms with the same species which is present in a particular area over a period of time. So the population growth rate nothing but it is a number of species in a particular area over a period of time. So with respect to what? With respect to a time. So as you all know that, so in last century, due to this availability of all the facilities, there is a significantly improved growth quality or the life we have past so many years from the last century. So you can see from there to here we have a very significantly improved in our all the facilities we are required now. So whatever the things we are facing, so it has been improved that last few century has been faced. So we have developed in all walks of life, and then this is the one significantly increase in the quality of life of the human beings. That is the reason which will be increase in the population. However, we know that even the medical facilities and also the life condition that has been improved such a great extent. So you can see here the death rate and also the maternal death rate and the infant death rate has been decreased. So because of the medical facilities, so there is there is a explosive increase in the human population. So we have a we have a bound duty to what? It is to check the increase, how to know what is the population of our country. We have to check the increased rate of the population. So in order to reduce this population, we have to we need to reduce this population. If not, in future course of time we are going to face so many problems. So we used to fight for the food, also the shelter. So you can see here from past in the time of 1947 it was of 350, and it is for the 2000 it was a 6 billion. So you can see there is a drastic increase in the population. So you just think of the future generation, so future time, so there will be a scarcity for everything. That means for the food, shelter, we used to fight for everything. So we have to, for that we have to know, or we have to reduce the population. If not, in future course of time we have to face many problems, particularly for the basic needs like food, water and also the shelter. So what is population growth rate? So it is nothing but what? It is the number of species. It is the number of organisms or the species of the same kind. That is number of the organism of the same species which is present in a particular area over a period of time. It is nothing but what? Population growth rate. So it is nothing but what? It is nothing but population growth rate. So the current population growth rate of India is approximately 1.7%. That is, or we can say, so 1.7%, we can say that what? How can we say that? It is 17 by 1000 per year. It is of currently we are having a population growth rate. It is 1.7%. So that is that is about the population stabilization and also the birth control. Now moving on to the next topic, that is nothing but what? The world population, which is exceeded to 7 to 2 billion in May. We will discuss one by one whatever the population, how it is the population has been exceeded. So moving on to the next topic, that is the world population. The world population exceeded 7 to 2 billion in May 2011. So see, you can see that, see the drastic change or the drastic increase in the population. That means the world population has been exceeded to 7 to 2 billion in May 2012. So as a similar trend, it was observed even in the India too. As I said, our population, which was approximately 350 billion, right? So it is of 350 million at the time of independence. So but it has been reached to a mark of billion by 2000, right? So billion it is of around in 1947. So it reached to billion at the time of what? At the time of 2000. Right? So, and it is crossed to 1 to 2 billion in May 2011. In May 2011. This means, that means every sixth person. So, every sixth person in the world is an Indian. Every sixth person is an Indian. So the population of India is in 2010 was around, it is of around 1.15 billion 2010. So it is of around, the population of the India in 2010, it is of around 1.15 of the people. So every sixth person which is born, that is nothing but, he is nothing but what? He is an Indian. So as I said, India is the second largest populated country next to China. That means it is thickly populated country facing so many challenges. As I said, by 2030, so you can see that by 2030, you can see how the population of India will be, it will be exploded. That means the population of India will be the largest in the world, estimated to be around of what? So in 2030, we can estimate it as for about 1.53 billion. By 2030, we can estimate it of around 1.53 billion of population in the world. So within the span of 10 years, it will be around 1.53 billion. So what is this drastic increase in this population? So we are going to see with this span of 10 years, right? Within span of 10 years, we are having a 1.53 billion of population. So there has been rapid increase in the population in the last 60 years. You can see from 60 years till here, there will be a rapid increase in the population. I think you understand how this population has been exceeded. And now that is moving on to the next is, what is the reason of this population explosion? That is the reasons, how this population has been exceeded. What is the reason behind this population explosion? So we will study one by one. Now let us discuss one by one what are the reasons for this population explosion. So as I said, we have estimated that what will be the population by 2030, then what will be the now. So all that we have discussed, but now let us discuss the reasons for this population explosion. The first and foremost, the first reasons are reasons for the population explosion. So what are the reasons that we are facing due to population explosion? The first point. So first point, it is nothing but what? There is a decrease in the death rate. So decrease in the death rate. So there is a decrease in the death rate. Why it is decrease in the death rate? Because of the medical facilities and also the lifestyles that we are leading. So that means the availability of the food and also the medical emergencies and the medical facilities, they are how we are providing. So because of that, there will be a decrease in the death rate. So that means there will be a decrease in the death rate in a greater extent. That is the first point. So second point, it is nothing but decrease in the maternal mortality rate and also the infant mortality rate. So decrease in decrease in the maternal mortality rate. That is nothing but what? MMR. Maternal mortality rate and also IMR, that is infant mortality rate. So you can see in past so many for the past 10, 20 years back, 30 years back, so there will be a there will be a no care that has been given to the pregnant woman and also the infant. So there will be a increase in the death rate of this the pregnant woman and as well as the infant. But depending upon the medical facilities, now we have been educated and we know how to care the pregnant women, and also after the birth of a child we are giving a good care that. So that will be a one reason for the explosion, that is population explosion, that is the decrease in the maternal mortality rate and also the infant mortality rate. So next, third one is the, so that we are giving a better facilities, that means better medical care for epidemic, better medical care given to epidemic diseases like cholera, plague, smallpox, etc. So we have a very good medical facilities. That means they have a very good vaccines for this cholera, plague, and the smallpox. So you can see from these so many years there will be a outbreak for the cholera. That means there will be a more death rate because of the cholera, plague, because there was no vaccine which is needed for by that time. But now we can see that there will be a less case of this plague, smallpox, and the cholera. The death rate of along this that means a better medical care has been given to the epidemic diseases like cholera, plague, and also the smallpox. So you can see that now we are facing a pandemic diseases called what? COVID-19, or we can say that corona virus. So the health department and as well as the research, scientific research organization, they are trying to find out, they are trying to come across the vaccine to cure this diseases. That means in future course of time, we need not to be worried about this COVID-19 or the coronavirus. Shortly we are able to get a vaccine for this. So that means for because of that reason there is a population explosion. That is the better medical care for the epidemic diseases like cholera, plague, smallpox, and etc. You can see that in olden days so many people are used to die because of this epidemic diseases, right? So but all as we all know that now the plague and the chicken pox and the smallpox are completely eradicated. So that is the another point for the population. That is the one reason for the population explosion. So next is the advancement made in the field of agriculture. Advancement made in the field of agriculture. That means there are so many techniques and the scientific methods of farming has been introduced to grow the foods and also the grains and all. So that means the scientific method of farming has been introduced to increase the availability of the food. That means to decrease the scarcity of the food. So advancement has been made in the field for the agriculture to increase the availability of the food. So nowadays we don't have any scarcity for the food. So that is the one reason for the population explosion. Next point, it is the increase in the next it is the increase in the number of people of the reproducible age. That is next point, it is the increase in the number of reproducible age. So particularly we come across this group of people, that is reproductive age, the young people, it have a greater extent. Obviously there will be a death rate is being what, it will be very very less. So these are all the reasons for the what, for the population explosion. Next we will discuss about census. So what do you mean by census? It is an official counting of the population in a, that means they are preparing a data about the age group. That means if the child has been birth or the death rate, so see the sex ratio, how many male and how many females, etc., which is been preparing a data about all those things. That is nothing but what? Census. So that is nothing but what? It is nothing but what? Census, an official counting of the population. official counting of population. By how? By preparing a data about what? About the age group, birth, death, sex ratio, etc. It is nothing but what? Census. So it was conducted as per the provision made under the Census Act. So this was made by the provision under the Census Act by 1948. So in India, the first census was carried out in 1891. The first census was carried out in India in what year? In 1891. So, and since it has been conducted regularly at an interval of 10 years. Every 10 years there will be a preparing a data about what? About the census. That means we are going to count about the age groups. 6, 7, 8, 9. How many people are below the 6, below 7, like that. We are going to count about also the birth and also the death rate and also the sex ratio, etc. This is nothing but what? Census. Now let us discuss what are the methods to control the population explosion. So methods to control population explosion. What are the methods? So we are to control what? Population explosion. And so far we have discussed about the reason of the population explosion. So now we are going to discuss about what? Methods to control population explosion. So hope you remember about RCH, right? So when we are discussing about in the previous class, we have discussed about the RCH. What do you mean by RCH? It is nothing but what? Reproductive and child healthcare program. So what is the main aim of this RCH? It is nothing but what? Family planning. So the main aim of this RCH, it is nothing but what? It is nothing but what? Family planning. So by implementing certain controlling, that is contraceptive methods, we can avoid the unwanted pregnancy. So what is the concept of population, that is a family planning? So that is the one child norm must be adopted. So the one child norm must be adopted. That is the first method of controlling the population. So what is that? It is the one child norm must be adopted. That means we have heard about the slogan Hum do hamare do. Now it has been turned to Hum do hamare ek. So before it was what? It was what? Hum do hamare do. It is now it is Hum do hamare ek. So that means one child norm must be adopted. So that is the first method of controlling the population explosion. That is what? One norm child to be adopted. So second one, it is the statutory reasoning. That means statutory raising of the marriageable age of the female of 18 years and the male of 21 years. That means 18 years for the female and 21 years for the male. It has been adopted. Why it has to be for the female is 18 years and the 21 years for the male? Because you can see here, before 18 years, if you get married a female or a male, they don't know about the pregnancy and also the reproductive organs. So they may lead to many problems. That is why the Indian government had also been will be made an law for the female, that the female should be 18 years and the male should be 21 years for the marriage. So that is the one reason, one method to control the population explosion. Next, providing the awareness in the people through media. So as well as the posters. So we have to create an awareness to control what? Population explosion through the media, and also when giving the bills. So you have to made a picture, हम दो हमारे एक, we two ours one. So like that slogan we have to print it in the bills. Like that we can control the population explosion by creating awareness. So that is the another reason or the another method how we can control the population. So next is the we can give an incentives for the couples who are having a small families. That means incentives have been provided for the small family, the couples which are having a small family. That means if particularly if couples which are having a girl child, the government has been provided a scholarship and also the free education for that girl child. By promoting these things we can control the population explosion. So next next point is we have to motivate the smaller families by using the contraceptive methods. So to motivate, that is first we have to motivate the adolescents and also the newly coupled, that means newly married couples to use what? Contraceptive methods. Why we have to motivate to use the contraceptive methods? For the unwanted pregnancy. That means to avoid the unwanted pregnancy we have to motivate the adolescents and also the married, that means newly married couples, about the contraceptive methods. So these are the methods to control the population explosion, right? So first and foremost what? We have to follow one child to be adopted. So that is the first point. So second, the female has to undergo 18 years and the male has to undergo with the 21 years for the marriage. So by providing a awareness, that means we have to create a awareness among the people about the small family. That means hum do hamare ek. That means we two our one, by showing a picture or by showing a through a printouts like that and all, we have to create an awareness. And we can also give an incentives for the couples which who are having a small family. So and also, but that is the government has been provided so many schemes for the single girl child. So and also we have to motivate the adolescent and also the married couples to use what? Contraceptive methods to avoid the unwanted pregnancy. So next class we will discuss about what? Birth control, and these are the things we have discussed in this class.